Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be studying about computer MCQs. We'll be solving some computer MCQs. Revision of 9th class syllabus. So let's start. So the first question is, among the following, which method does not have a body? So that would be C, an abstract method. An abstract method has no body. Which language was developed as the first purely object programming language? C, Smalltalk. It was developed by Alan Kay. 3. Among the following, which is not a valid class specifier? So one is protected, one is private, one is public. So pointer would be the invalid class specifier. The fourth question, among the following, which is not an OOPS concept? So OOPS is object-oriented programming. Encapsulation, exception, abstraction, and polymorphism. So A, C, and D are concepts of OOPS. So B would be a concept which is not of OOPS concept. Which among the following is not a Java feature? Use of pointers, architecture neutral, object-oriented, and dynamic. So the correct option would be A. For the sixth question, which of the following is a minor integer data type? So byte would be the minor integer data type. Among the following, which is not a primitive data type? A, enum. Because byte is a data type, primitive data type, short is a primitive data type, and int is also a primitive data type. Eighth question, which of the statements satisfies the empty loop in Java? It has an empty conditional clause, increment clause, empty increment clause, and empty initialization clause. So the correct answer would be D, all of the above. Moving on to the next question, among the following classes, the superclass of all the classes is D, object. Which of the function is a rounding function of the maths class? That would be all of the mentioned, because min, max, and abs take in a value and they round it off to the nearest integer. 11th question, which has the highest precedence? So the correct answer would be A, because bracket in a equation has the highest precedence. Modulus operator, this is known as modulus, can be applied to C, both integers and floating point numbers. So integers are normal numbers like 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3, -2, etc. Floating point numbers are decimal numbers like 1.2, 1.3, minus 1.1 or something like that. The math class is included in which Java package? B, java.lang. To display the date and time in Java, which package is used? A, java.util. Asterisk. Okay. Moving on to the next question. What does the object has? Attributes correct, state correct, behavior correct. So the correct answer would be D, all of the above. Okay, from 16 to 20, find the odd one out. So 16 would be, we have code reusability, we have efficient code, we have modularity. So the correct answer would be C, duplicate and redundant data. These are some of the features of Java language. 17th, data hiding, data binding, message passing, and platform independent. So this would be the odd one out. 18th question, constructor and destructor, inheritance and polymorphism, structure and union, class and object. So C would be the odd one out. 19th question, if method, for method, continue, and break. So A would be the correct option. Would be the odd one out. Integer stream, short stream, byte stream, and long stream. So byte stream would be the odd one out. Functions can't return objects. That is false. They can return objects. A while loop in Java executes the statements at least once, even if the condition is not satisfied. That is also false. What is the output of a logical OR operation? So the correct answer would be A, true. A constructor can return a value. False. A loop in Java generally contains a loop counter variable. True. So let's scroll down a bit. Dash invented OOPS. Alan Kay invented OOPS. His first program was, as I said before, Smalltalk. An OOPS program can contain dash number of classes. So any number of classes, there's no such limit to which you can create classes. The object cannot be passed by a function. This will be correct. The Java program uses dash to find and fix bugs. So the correct answer would be A, JDB. Byte data type range is C, minus 128 to 127. Size of integer in Java programming language is D, 4 bytes. To access the instance variables and methods of class objects in Java, dash is used. Dot operator is used. The minus operator decreases the value by dash number, B. This multiple branches is used in a switch statement. Switch statement. AWT stands for dash. It stands for Abstract Window Toolkit. Abstract Window Toolkit. C. Valid declaration of a car is dash. So it would be A. 30th question. Dash types of polymorphism. B. There are 2 types of polymorphism. 39th question. User-defined structure adds a function of encapsulation. So this would be false. To find the square of a number, which of the following statements is false? So it would be C. So they're asking which statement was false. They're not asking which statement was true. When I solved this question, then I selected A because this was the correct option. But they were asking false. So just observe the question carefully. 41st question. Java compiler Java C. Java C means Java compiler. Translates Java source code into B, bytecode. 42nd question. In Java, character constant value in its integer value, in the dash character set, B, Unicode character set. So there is Unicode character set and there's an ASCII character set. This is ASCII and this is Unicode. So ASCII has only English numerals and alphabets in it, but Unicode covers the entire language system. Like Hindi, you have English, you have Marathi, all sorts of languages. An abstract data type typically comprises a dash and a set of dash respectively. So an abstract data type typically comprises of data representation and a set of operations respectively. So the 45th question is evaluate the following expression if x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5, and z is equal to 10. So the correct answer would be B. The 46th question, the result of the expression of 8 and 8 or 8 would be C, 8. 47, what will be the value of expression A slash B, A divided by B, if A is equal to 14 and B is equal to 4, both A, B are type int. So int A and B. So A and B are both of int data types. So if you have A divided by B, which is 14 divided by 4, you know a fraction is going to be formed, which would be 7 by 2. And then this further on would be divided. And then the decimal value of this expression would be 3.5. But because you know that A and B are both int data types, so the compiler will try to convert this double. So this isn't float. This is a float number. So the compiler will try to convert the float number into an int data type number. So 3.5 will turn into 3. So A will be the correct answer. The 48th question. If a user wants to execute a loop 10 times, which of the following statement will be used? For I is equal to, no, this will not be the correct answer. 48th question, B. For I is equal to, this will be the correct answer. So B will be the correct answer. Math.ceil 46.6 output is. So the correct answer will be 47.0. Math.floor 46.6 output is. So 46.6, the floor of 46.6 would be. So we have to look at the lowest and the closest integer value. So 46.0 would be the closest and the lowest integer value, which is near to 46.6. So A would be the correct answer. Moving on to the next question, 51st question. Give the value of the following expression: 6 minus 2 plus 10 modulus 4 plus 7. So I wanted to add a statement over here. This is not percentage. Okay, so you won't write 10 upon 100 into 4. That's a mistake that I made early on when I solved this question for the first time. So 10 percentage of 4, you won't write it like this, right? Okay. This would be mod. So 10 percentage of 4. So what this means is 10 would be inside, 4 would be inside. So 4 twos are 8 and the remainder would be 2. So 10 modulus of 4 would be 2. So 6 minus 2 plus 2 plus 7. So 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So 7 plus 6 would be 13. So A would be the correct answer. 52nd question. How will the result of the expression J modulus of K when J is equal to 10 and K is equal to 3? So again, 10 modulus of 3 would be 1, B. So if you solve and calculate, so you'll get the answer as 1. Okay. 53rd question. What will be the result of the expression minus 14 percentage of minus 3? So I could write this as this. And then 4 3s are 12 and the remainder would be 2. So minus 2 would be the answer. B. 54th question. Evaluate the following Java expression if x is equal to 3, y is equal to 5, and z is equal to 10. Okay, so let's solve. As you can see, this question I have done above over here. This question is the same. So the original answer was 25. So I'll select D as the correct answer. The 55th question. What is the type and value of the following expression? Notice the integer division. Okay. So integer division, it was referring to this division. So 1 divided by 2 would be 0.5. And we would treat 0.5 to be 0. So 1 divided by 2 would be 0.5. And to convert this float number into an int number, we would consider this number as 0. Okay. So minus 4 plus 2 into minus 3 plus 5.0. So we would solve the multiplication part first. Minus 4 minus 6 plus 5.0. Okay. So then our final equation would be minus 4 minus 1.0. And then the final equation would be minus 5. This won't be minus 3. It would be 5. So D would be the correct answer. I'll just erase all of this so that it could be a bit neat. Okay, so the 56th question with Java doc, which of the following denotes a Java doc command? So C would be the correct answer. 57th, how many times hello is printed? So look at this block of code and then answer the following questions: A, B, C, or D. So the correct answer would be C. And there again is a snippet of a code, and you have to look up this code and you have to determine the output. So the correct answer would be D, compile time error. The 59th question, again, these are programming based questions. So you have to observe these questions and you have to conclude the output of these programs. So the 59th question would be C, 3. The 60th question, just look at the program and the answer would be C, 4. The 61st question, what will be the value of x after executing the following statement? X is equal to x is smaller than y. So this is a ternary operator. So x is smaller than y and the values are given below. X is equal to 15 and y is equal to 20. So is 15 smaller than y, which is 20? Y is 20, so I'll just write 20 instead of writing y. Y plus x, or let's just write it as 15 plus 20. 35 or minus 5. So this is if this condition is true and this is false, and this will be executed if this condition amounts to false. So if this is true, then this output would be printed. If this is false, if the condition is false, then this output would be printed. So 15 is smaller than 20, so 35 would be printed, which is answer D. Class A, again, there's a snippet of code given over here. Output of the above program would be. So just look properly at the given code. And the correct answer would be A, 14. 63. What will be output of this snippet of program? C, 48. The 64th question given int values. So there's an array given over here. There's a loop given over here. Find the value of I. So look at this program carefully. And the correct answer would be D, none of the above. So I'll just erase all of this to make it a bit neat. So over in the 65th question, there would be missing statements in this snippet of code. So say, for example, class dash. So we have to write in place of dash. So class name is hello. So the class name would of course be hello. So the A question would be first hello. Then let's move on to the next dash. Public started dash main. So this would be public started void main. Second question would be the correct answer. Then the C snippet. Int I is equal to dash. So let's look at this code properly. And the correct answer would be second, I is equal to 2. The D question, the correct answer would be first. Just look at the code carefully. The E question, the correct answer would be first, because we have to print the value of K. Okay, moving on to the next question. The 66th question, again, we have to solve missing snippets in the code. So class dash, the class name is calculate. So I will write calculate over here. You don't actually have to write it. There'll be an option given to you, so you could select the correct option. The A would be second, calculate. B, so we have to find where B is. Public static void main string. Int x is equal to dash and y is equal to D. So look in the x is equal to 50 and y is equal to 5. So x will be equal to 50 and y will be equal to 5. X will be equal to 50 and y will be equal to 5. And then the E question would be the first one. Y is divided by x. Okay, moving on. The 67th question is a case study. Now, in these types of questions, you have to understand that the answers of these options. So, say for example, you have question A, you have question B, you have question C, you have question D. So, if you've given English language questions or if you've given Hindi questions, so you would have observed that they would give you a part of a story and they would give you some questions. So based on the story, they would ask questions. So similarly, the questions that they are asking here would be given in the whole para itself. That is, the questions and answers would be based on these paras only given over here. So just read this para carefully. Just pause the video. And let's solve these questions. So let's see what is the question number, 67th question. So A of 67th question would be fourth. B is equal to, so B would be what answer? So B would be the first answer, conditional operators. The C, if else statement. If else statement is the second, two-way selection statement. What is the other name for question mark colon operator? Fourth, ternary operator will be the other name for question mark colon operator. Okay. So again, a para is given and the questions that are asked below would be based on this para. A, so a snippet of a program is given over here and based on that, the A question would be based. Predict the output. So this is the 68th question, right? Okay. So the A one would be second, 60. B would be first. And then C, this is known as increment operator. So the correct answer would be first. And then D is types of integers are short, int, long. So all of these are integer types. So fourth would be the correct answer. Fourth. So just read this paragraph over here. Just pause the video. Okay. So let's move on. So the correct answer for A would be fourth. Compiler error, because there would be some sort of compiler error on this. The question B, loops are implemented using. So the correct answer would be fourth, all of the above. And then finally, what is the way to come out of or quit any loop suddenly? So the third question, the third answer would be the correct statement. Break statement. So this keyword would be used to come out of or quit any loop suddenly. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed this video. Stay home, stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.